Have you ever covered a team into a locker room ever? Have you ever done that?
Please.
Answer my question. Answer my question or you're gone. Have you ever been in a locker room? Have you ever been in one? I don't think you...
I'll tell you what I do know.
What do you know?
I do know management. And I've managed businesses.
Your businesses are not the National Football League. Have you ever been in... I'm going to ask you one last time before we kiss you goodbye.
Please.
Have you ever been in a locker room?
It's no different than any other $2 billion business. You don't put rookies in
I guarantee you, I would be willing to bet anything you are not involved in a billion-dollar business with what you do. You're not.
Multi-million-dollar industries, yes, I have.
Multi-million is not a billion.
No, but here's the difference. These people, you guys spend your time talking about Trubisky.
He's the quarterback. What the hell do you want us to talk about? He is the quarterback. Of course we're going to talk about him.
For the McCaskeys to sell their $2 billion business.
They're not selling anything. They're not
somewhere
selling.
in the Caribbean and let somebody like maybe, I don't know.
You're right, you don't know. By the way, first of all, most important, Jim, have a nice holiday. Secondly, I got one last thing to tell you. Simple as that. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. That guy was angry. I think I gave him a little bit of anger back, don't you think?
You did. You justifiably so. And for the record, we definitely do talk about the McCaskeys on the station. We just don't talk about them as much.
He didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
We just don't talk about them as much as, Pace and Nagy, guys that have an actual influence on the team as right now.
They are the football operations people, not the McCaskeys. George McCaskey does not get involved with player personnel, but he's a good guy, and if this guy doesn't like me saying that, well, you know what he can do? He can have the mistletoe on my coattail. And this is the time of year for mistletoe, isn't it?
I have a mistletoe at home, Les.
Well, that guy who just called, Julio, he can have the mistletoe on all of our coattails.
Now, be careful what you wish for. Everyone wants to blame the ownership, whether it's the Bulls, the Bears.
You could have Daniel Snyder, or you could have people like that. Daniel Snyder is by far the worst owner in the National Football League. He is a full-blooded piece of crap.
You read my mind. That's exactly where I was going with my thought. You could get a Daniel Snyder, a Jerry Jones present day.
Jerry Jones is a